Welcome back to Make Money Molly, where today we're going to be showing Q&A number 3 here. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this series here on Make Money Molly. If you are, make sure to subscribe and like and leave a comment down below for any questions you would like me to address in a future Q&A. So let's go ahead and get into Make Money Molly Q&A number 3. Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? We got 17 in here already. That's pretty cool. Can you guys hear me okay? Everything look good? Let me know. Laura, how's it going? Tom, Angelin, Swaroop, what's up, dude? Mark, Shanette, meow. Mike, how's it going? Ronald, what's up? Let's see how many we had registered for today. We had 35 registered. That's pretty good. 35. What's up, Sean? Christopher, how's it going? Matt, what's up? Happy New Year. All right, 19. That's pretty cool. All right, so what questions do you guys have? Do you guys have anything new you want me to discuss? I have a few new things I'm going to go over, and then any channels you guys want me to look at that I haven't looked through yet, or any new topics or anything you want to discuss, or any new questions you have, let me know now so I can write those down. And we'll give a couple more people a chance to get in here. How many of you guys jumped into the affiliate marketing course I made? Just a little bit of feedback if any of you guys jumped in. I'm not sure if any of you did or not, but a lot of people did, so I'm assuming some of you have. Yeah, a little bit. She's been sick, so why, Laura? Any issues with her or anything? I know she's been sick lately, so... Did you have any questions for her or anything like that? Viper has an embed network to boost YouTube video authority. Do you have a preferred alternative or something similar? No, I don't have any like softwares or anything that I know of to help. What's up, Robert? How's it going? To help with the authority. Is that like something new that Michael has or what? I don't talk to him anymore, so I don't know what new stuff he's up to, really. Yeah, Luke, how's it going? Mike, I have a video going viral. What do I do to expand and grow subscribers? All right, let me look at this one real quick. All right. Oh, nice. 57,000. This is a channel I looked at last time, wasn't it? You got a video with 57,000 on it? See, dude? And you got ads, too. That's freaking awesome, man. Good work. That's a good example of you never know which one's going to go viral. It's the same thing with me, especially when you're growing a channel. Like, just one will happen to take off, and once it does, like, it goes nuts. Like, yeah, because your other ones had like 300, 400, and then this one 57,000. Good work. So as far as a video, what do I do to expand and grow? The best thing you can really do is do more like this one, first of all. Definitely, I would pin a comment that says, like, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this one. Pin that in there just to remind people to subscribe. And then, because, like, yeah, obviously a lot of them aren't subscribing, but sometimes you just have to remind them. I see you have some affiliate links in there too, which is good. Make sure you write that it's an affiliate link. You have to do that. So right above it, just put, these are affiliate links and I may get a small commission. Just write that. Or else you're kind of not within the Amazon or YouTube affiliate rules. And it's like an actual regulation you have to do. So just put that in there just to be safe, first of all. And then, yeah, pin a comment just saying subscribe for more content just like this. And that will just help people remember to subscribe to you. And then you have the watermark, so that's good. And then other than that, just do more of whatever it is that you did. Which it looks like you are. Yeah, you never know which one's going to take off, dude. But I'm happy to see that. 32 and then 57,000. It's the thumbnail too. I mean, look at that thumbnail. You can't turn that one down. You have to watch that. Like, that's awesome. So yeah, that's kind of what you want to focus on, is just the ones you can't turn down. It looks like animals versus humans really gets people needing to click on it, you know. Some of these other animal versus animals, but then, yeah, you tried that again there. I would zoom in on that so you can see what's going on a little bit better. But obviously, you did good with that one. That's cool. I'm good, Luke. Good to see that you're still hanging around. I see you comment on some competitors of mine with reviews and stuff of me. But that's cool. I'm glad to see you're still working on it, dude. We'll take a look at this one. And then, but yeah, other than that, dude, just keep doing what you're doing. Obviously, something you did on that one really took off. And I think it's the thumbnail. So try to find stuff like that that's like impossible to turn down. Like some of these you're like, I don't have to watch it. This one's like the bear's eating his face. You have to watch it. So I think that's what made that one go viral. So try to find, it's all about the thumbnail for you, because I know your tags and titles are really good. So yeah, just try to work on thumbnails that you just can't turn down. Like some of the, like this one, you're doing the same human versus, you know, animal thing, but it's harder to tell what's going on in this one, whereas this one's like super obvious, and like this is like the best thumbnail ever. But like this one is pretty good, but you can't super tell what's going on in some of them. But yeah, that's all I can really tell. And it's little tiny tweaks that make all the difference with thumbnails. It's really weird. But good job on that video. All right, we'll take a look at this one real quick. Just keep doing what you're doing though. All right. So this one, better beliefs, like all that looks good. And off the bat, I would say titles might be something you want to think about. You might want to go with more like, so like I always say, you want to type whatever words you really want to rank for, which are the keywords people are really typing in a lot. You want those to be first in your title. And so I don't know how many people type in like Ed Milet, or I know Joel Osteen, obviously, but like William Hollis. So you might want to try to find like keywords that like deal with religion that people would type in. So, I mean, I don't know the niche super well, but like, so like something more generic is what I'm going with, like Christian motivation, you know, things like that. And so you want those to be first in your title. So not necessarily just the name of the person that's talking, but something that makes them want to click beyond that. something that people would type in, like stuff like this. If God brings you to it, he can bring you through it. Like inspirational, Christian inspiration, Christian motivation. You should try to rank for things like that, because like it's probably a better chance people are going to look that stuff up as opposed to like Ed Milet, because like the first word in your title is super important, and the first tag. So if you did like Christian inspiration as the first word in your title and then your first tag, I think that's more likely to be found than something like William Hollis or Ed Milet, if you know what I mean. And then if you look at their thumbnails, these are kind of more, instead of just showing the guy talking, it's more just like something that, like this, fear not, God is with you, with like just a cool picture. So like thumbnails like these, so kind of take a look at like these thumbnails that are doing well as opposed, and the titles that they're using as opposed to what you're doing. And I think that will help you out. Let me read some of these here real quick. Okay, let me go down. If uploading 5 to 10 edited Creative Commons videos per day is in a niche, is there any way to get hyper-scrutinizing Reddit audience to jump on board? Or is it best to skip Reddit? Reddit's hard to post, like, videos. So, like I said in the last one, if you're going to try to post your Reddit video, try to make it, like, not look like an advertisement. So actually join the discussion and, like, write something that has to do with the discussion, and then be like, I actually just found this video that I think, really brings home the point of what we're talking about, or whatever. That's really the best way to do it. But even then, like, there's rules to, like, how many times you can post before you can post a link and, like, stuff like that. So it is kind of hard. If you watch my last webinar, I did one about targeting different forums that aren't Reddit, that are dealing with your niche, so that might help too. Anwar, I am trying to respond to them. Did Mike buy his domain? I have no clue. Probably. I just bought a domain too. I don't know if you guys noticed, my Buy 9 to 5 courses shifted to buy9to5course.com. So that's kind of cool. It was only like $5. It was cool. All right. Just got in. What's up, Gusto? How's it going, man? Yeah, I haven't seen you in here in a while. Who here has got a channel from Ashwani? A lot of people have. A lot of people have had success with that. Actually, I recently got one from him as well, and it is legit. So I definitely would recommend it. When making compilation videos, narrating every 2 minutes ever cause reuse content, or will background music by itself slide by? It's hard to say. It just depends on, who's doing the work at the time, who's reviewing the channel and when and how and why and all that stuff. So it's hard to say once and for all the time. If just changing the music will be enough. Usually just the music probably won't be enough these days. You're going to need to kind of edit the compilation together as well and change things around. If you can do narration, that's way better. And actually what I was going to tell you, I'll turn this off for a second. So one KME Burn or whatever, if you guys have seen in the Facebook group, he actually just had he had a fight YouTube channel, which I don't really recommend fighting on YouTube because it's like violent and stuff, and sometimes YouTube doesn't like it. But he was getting quite a few views and ad revenue off of that channel, and then I guess it got hit with some sort of strike or something, and so he actually got demonetized on that fight channel. And so then what he did is he actually left all the videos up, but then he kept posting more with commentary in it. And even though the last videos he was doing, he didn't have any commentary, wasn't really editing too much or anything, but then he posted new ones, and he sent me all this in an email, but then he posted new ones where he put commentary in it, and they actually re-monetized it. So commentary really makes a big difference. If you put some of you talking in it, you don't even have to show your face, but that's really going to make the difference. And for him, he was even able to get remonetized with other videos that he had reused and didn't even edit or talk in at all. But just posting some new videos with commentary was enough to get him remonetized without deleting or anything. So if any of you are in that position or anything, that's a good way to get back monetized again. And also, if you still have a channel, think about trying to put some commentary in. Like I said, it's really easy to, like, I'm sure almost all of you have a smartphone. There's apps to literally for free to record your voice, and you only have to talk every couple of minutes. And if you do that, that's going to help you out because, and depending on your niche, like some niches, it's not as necessary to have to do it, and some, but it's always going to be safer to do it if you can. So it's really easy to just record your voice like on your phone, and then literally just plug it into your computer or, send it through email or whatever, and then put it in a video editor. There's a bunch of free ones out there that you can Google, and then you can just put your voice in there. It's super easy to do, and all you have to do is use your phone. And I'm going to show you guys some other channels that I found recently that are pretty good too. Let me look. Cool, I'll try that out. When you add ClickBank links, you just put the link at the top of the description, or do you invite the viewer inside the video? Both is the best, Luke. So I talked about this in the new course I made, but basically one thing you can do that's pretty cool is, if you type in YouTube, like free Creative Commons 4K motion black background, it'll have like just these cool little glitter like moving things that are just like for backgrounds. Basically, you can download one of those, and then in it, like, you can put your look down below for whatever it is. So but it needs to be like word it in a way that makes that niche audience really want to go click it. So like the video I made today on YouTube was like how I got a rock solid butt, or how hundreds of people got a rock solid butt, or whatever. A link in the description, and then that makes people want to go down to the description. And then it's all about the wording. If you word it in a way that that niche audience is going to want to go see it, then they're going to click it. So I like to pin it in the comment, just like I do for my courses on Buy 9 to 5. Put it in the description, and then also write something about it a few times throughout the video. Like if you do it once at the beginning just for a couple seconds, and then maybe in the middle, and then at the end, that's going to help people have multiple chances to see it and then know it's there. Like, the thing with people online is like they'll do stuff, but you have to tell them and like put it in their face and show them. Like you guys see with Buy 9 to 5, I talked about something in the Buy 9 to 5 YouTube video, and then I post in the Facebook group, and then I email you guys, and every one of those things always brings more people in, because like you just have to like throw it in their face multiple times basically. So same thing applies with affiliate stuff. So hopefully that helps. And then make sure you write that it's an affiliate link. Wow, we have 28 people in here. I think that's a record. That's pretty sweet. How can I make top 10s? Basically you can just go and find a bunch of different videos that are about your topic or whatever, and or you can type in Google like top 10 and then just think of ideas like best top 10 lists or whatever. You could type it in. And then, if you just scour all the different all the best, all the different top 10 channels and stuff, you're going to start seeing ideas and similarities and comparisons and stuff like that. And it should start giving you ideas of like different lists you can make that aren't already out there. And then all you have to do is Google the information to find top 10, right? And then either find videos that work for what you're doing, or find some Creative Commons pictures, or just things that you can put in the video. And then literally for top 10, it depends. Like if it's top 10 fails, then obviously you probably just download and repost 10 videos and put them together. But if it's like, some top 10 best places to travel, for instance, is one of the things that people do, then you might just want to find pictures of that city and talk over it through narration. And I'm going to show you an example that I actually just found that kind of goes with what I'm talking about right now. Let me look that up real quick. But then, you just throw it all in an editor. But so some people do with like videos, or some people just do with pictures and talk over it. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. But the best way to learn is to watch what other people are doing. Basically, that's what I always do. Crap, I forgot this video. Oh, there it is. Alright, so let me pull that up since we're talking about it. After I read a couple more comments. Thanks for the Reddit answer. I was gone for a while. Starting to scratch. Well, Gusto, I'd contact Dan Bender in the Facebook group. He's the best at getting people monetized these days. Do you ever embed YouTube videos and stack them? No, I don't do any of that stuff. Like I said, I mostly focus on learning YouTube. You're learning YouTube's algorithm, learning how to make people on YouTube click. I think that's the best way to get started and get a channel kick-started. All those other things can help a little bit, but most of all, you know, people that are successful on YouTube are the people that actually got successful on YouTube. So I like to focus on learning YouTube. If my video gets 10 million views and I have an affiliate link, is it realistic to get 1%? Yeah, I mean, well, so no, 1% of the people who click the link usually buy. So it's not usually 1% of your audience. It's usually 1% of the people that click the link buy. Okay, so, but it depends on the niche and how good you did at matching the product with the audience. The better you match it, the more that percentage goes up naturally, right? And then how good the actual sales page of the product is, right? So, good game on Sunday. The Chiefs, yeah, Goose. So I'm actually going to the AFC Championship on Sunday in Kansas City, so that's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Steven, you don't always have to, because like you are, like, if you're making a top 10, and especially if you're really putting time in and it's obvious to YouTube that you're actually making a top 10, that's transforming the content into your own. So you don't always have to stick, but I would keep the clip short if you can, so if that makes sense. But yeah, so you're literally transforming it into your own work, right? It's not like if you just took someone else's video and reposted it, right? It's way different because you're literally transforming it into a big picture of 10 different things that you're putting together in a list, right? So, but still try to keep it like somewhat short for the clips that you're using if they're not Creative Commons. Purchase channel with all the qualifications. What was the process, and would you change the current content before applying? No, don't change anything, Ronald. You can just start posting your niche. No one cares. Like, I get that question all the time. Like, no one cares what you had posted before. If you start posting 20, 30 videos in a certain niche and they like that niche, they're going to sub to you. They're not going to care what your first 5 videos were. And actually, another channel I'm going to show you is a good example of exactly what I'm saying right now. So I'm going to show you the example of that as well. But no, don't change anything. Don't delete anything. If you private or delete anything, they could take the watch hours away, and then you could lose monetization. So just don't mess with any of the stuff on the channel that's already there. And then all you do is go into the monetization tab, and then somewhere on there it says like change AdSense association. And then you just click that and then log into your AdSense account, and then that accepts the association. So that's all you have to do that. So hopefully that helps. All right, let me go and whoa, Laura typed something and deleted it? I didn't even know you could do that. Huh. Okay, let me show you the top 10 that I found that I was actually going to show you guys anyways. And I'll show you guys how not even good it is. You'll probably be surprised. All right. All right, so so could I buy videos from Dan? Yeah, I think he makes vlogs, and I think they're only a few dollars. They're more for getting monetized though, so I don't know if you mean like getting monetized. If you're trying to get monetized, he does make vlogs for people that don't have a phone or whatever, but so you could check that out. Are you worried about copyright if you make a top 10 and it's not Creative Commons? Like I said, you're not really. I mean, so keep it kind of short if you're using other people's videos and putting together a top 10. Keep it sort of short, and then you should be fine. All right, so let's talk about like, so this channel has 912,000 views, and so all types of top 10s basically. So top 10 signs you're too nice and what to do about it. And they all have ads on them.
So go to Wix.com. What are you waiting for?
Hopefully you guys can hear it.
Today.
Everything in life is a negotiation. When you cross the street is a negotiation.
So what you'll notice
10 signs you're too nice and what to do about it
is that it's not that good. So compared to a lot of huge top 10 channels I see where the voice sounds really good and the videos look really good, this one's not. And it still has tons of subs and tons of views.
Let's get one thing clear.
So he's getting these clips from the different Creative Commons sources that I showed you guys in a couple other videos or a couple of webinars ago or whatever. Just like the the Shutterstock or whatever videos,
nice, kind,
and putting them together.
Think back. How often do you agree to do things you may come to feel overwhelmed or used at the time? You'll be amazed how often you catch yourself about to say.
So basically, just kind of wrote a script for himself and he's talking it out, but it doesn't even sound that good. And then just putting Shutterstock images over it, but it's just the story he's telling throughout it. So I would check out this channel for you people asking about making top 10s and stuff.
If you are too nice, find out that others are not there for you.
These are just generic. So that shows you the video that you put in the top 10s aren't that important. Basically, what you're saying is basically more important, and it depends on the niche. Obviously, if it's a niche where you can copy and repost and put them in, then it's easier. But if you're gonna make your own top 10s or whatever, this is pretty easy way to do it, and it's not that impressive at all.
You consent to someone,
but he's obviously made a job out of this for sure. At this point, 912,000 subs.
Do you feel pleased to do a favor, or are you resentful? If you catch yourself automatically saying yes, you really need to do something about it.
If you catch yourself saying yes, you really need to do something about it. That's easy to do. When you make top 10s, you need to put the links to the videos you've taken. No, you don't have to. Like I always say, it doesn't really help. If someone wants to claim it, they're going to claim it anyway. So it doesn't really make a difference, honestly. No, it's not, but it sounds like it, right? That's kind of the point that I was saying. It's not that good, right? I mean, he sounds like a robot, which says it's not really that great. But it's still getting killed, right? He's still killing it. Let's look at what his biggest video is. I was surprised because I stumbled across this channel and I was like, how the heck are this many people watching this? But it's probably just the topics, right? The topics and the look at it, 6.4 million views. People who like to be alone have these 12 personality traits. And those are sort of those clickbait things where you're like, ooh, I want to see if I have that trait. Or the 95% can't pass this test, stuff like that, where you're like, oh, I wonder if I can pass the test. So that's kind of 15 cute things. Look how many of these videos have over 1 million views.
Start your year
he's
off
absolutely
on the right foot.
killing it.
Go to Wix.com and create your professional
And
website
like I said,
today.
sounds like a robot, right? It's not
I can't
even.
believe I went from having no money
Yeah,
and
great.
sleeping on my parents' dog's couch to having a whole $7 in just 5 days.
Weird ad.
You are extremely open-minded. You go anywhere that involves several people. Number 5.
You would not
clear
think
boundaries.
this would have 6
People who
million
like
views
to
on
be
it.
alone always have healthy
And
boundaries.
this is so easy to make.
You
dude.
understand yourself perfectly. You have strong values.
So,
You
if
never
you think
feel
you need
alone.
to sound really good or cool or have really awesome things to say to get views, you don't. So, check out that channel for some inspiration. Alright, so another one I was going to show you guys is... Alright. This one right here. So I found this one because I'm actually interested in the Mandela effect. I'm actually interested by it. So I found this channel, and once I started watching, I couldn't stop binge watching. And so basically, you can tell here that he was throwing stuff at the wall, kind of like what I always tell you guys to keep doing. So he was posting a whole bunch of different video games, getting no views, 500 views, 400 views, a couple thousand. He did do a Pokemon one that got pretty big. Pokemon Go in a strip club. So again, that's a creative idea, and he got rewarded for that with 74,000 views. So just a new take on a different title on a topic that's already out there, on a niche that's already popular, can make a huge difference. How many people probably made Pokemon Go videos, right? Alright, so a couple things that this shows. First of all, this shows that you can post in a different niche and make it go viral, right? So he was doing all video games. Then he does one Trump video and gets 277,000 views. Then he does a Hillary one, does even better because he started bringing in the politics niche right here and then really capitalized on it on the next one. 347,000 views. So you can change niches on a dime and still make it work. Like, he had zero channel authority at all and still made it happen, right, in that niche. And then he kind of went back to the video games, and then he goes to then he tried one more politics one. But he's making his videos though. But then he goes to Mandela Effect, and look at the channel just completely take off. 653,000 views, 590,000 views. And because he made really good videos. This one, 659,000 views. So he completely took off. So you can go crazy out of nowhere. And he's got ads on it and everything, even though it's kind of a conspiracy. It's not really a conspiracy that's like a conspiracy, right? It's like Mandela Effect's acceptable. It's not 9/11. You know what I mean? And so,
Amazon gift card in
and it's not too hard to make. So, you know, he's got
piranha plant in it. If
like,
you're
he
not
sounds
familiar with what a
okay.
piranha plant is, it's the sharp tooth plant that comes out of the green pipes and tries to eat Mario. So let me.
But what he did, and a couple things here. So
The experts.
he
Just
did
let me see
kind of an
how it goes.
interactive thing, right? So he's like, you know, here's what I remember, here's what the reality is. Which one do you
Yes
remember?
or no.
You know, or what's the answer to the question? Does Mario blah blah blah? Yes or no? Okay? And then he gives you time to answer it. And so that kind of keeps engagement, which is important, because engagement helps you get get retention, and you know, the more retention you have, the more YouTube suggests your content and all of those sort of things. But anyway, what he did also is he didn't just use the same Mandela effects everybody else made. Like, almost all of these are new ones that I've never heard anywhere else. And he probably scoured Reddit for like really obscure examples that no one has seen and that aren't on YouTube yet, and he was rewarded for that. Like I always say, man, put things on YouTube that, you know, are different, you know, a different take on something. So he probably just scoured the forums and found, you know, different, you know, examples that weren't on YouTube before.
Basically,
And dude, like, I watched every one of these in one day, and I'm sure everybody else that found this channel did the same thing. And when YouTube sees that someone watched one video, then watched all their other videos in a day, they suggest and recommend that channel like crazy. And I guarantee, like, what I did is probably what everyone else did, and that's why he completely blew up. And so that kind of gives you an example of how someone can literally grow a channel that's really struggling into something crazy. You just have to do something different a little bit. Or at least title it something that's not already out there, put a different thumbnail that makes people kind of wonder what's going on. That's all you really need to do. And so that's a cool channel to check out for examples if you want. And then here's one I just found today. So I was looking at like different flight simulators for like VR and stuff. And so what I noticed this channel did. Okay, Linda, yeah, check out the rest later. It'll be up in like an hour or two afterwards. But enjoy your meeting. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. All right, so as you can see, this channel started a month ago. And so there's this new flight sim game coming out made by Microsoft. And so they have barely any subs because they just started a month ago. But, you know, they already have 1,000 subs. And so this channel, look at this. Literally their 5th video got 1,000 views. Their 6th video got 20,000 views. 7th video got 126,000 views. And the crazy thing is they didn't even make this video. So this was an advertisement that the game put out, just kind of showing off the flight simulator game, which the graphics are ridiculous. Like, so good looking. But he didn't even make this video. And he got 127,000 views with ads. And so basically he's like, okay, there's this new flight sim game coming out. I'm going to name my channel literally Flight Sim, which in itself is going to help him rank for flight sim stuff, right? Then literally does all the scenery in 4K January 2020, which is a great title because all the scenery in this new game in 4K, okay? It's probably might not even be in 4K. When you say the word 4K and it deals with graphics of video games, people just tend to click it. And then since he said January 2020, because this is a game that's been about to come out for a while now, no one really knows when it's going to come out, all the scenery in 4K January 2020. Like, everybody that was interested in this game, which is obviously a lot of people, clicked it. And because the title's good. And then he made sure to actually put the game in the title as well. And look at, I mean, this is just inspiration for how quickly you can take off with a good idea. Like, you know, any one of you could have took this same video and posted this and got it to rank for this game. And this video is probably out there already, but he just like reposted it, but he repackaged it better by using a better title, and completely took off on that video. And so this is a good idea right here. Basically just, and he does make a couple of his own videos, so I don't expect his channel to get demonetized or anything, because he does talk about some of the games and stuff, which is another thing. If you have an interest, no matter what it's in, like if it's in pro wrestling, if it's in video games, whatever it is, you know, that's what you can do. So some videos you can just like repost, and then like a few videos later, maybe make a video where you kind of talk about something you're interested in, dealing with that niche or whatever. You're gonna get a lot of views on it still, and that'll tell YouTube that you're actually a real person, and that's, you know, that's what this guy's doing. You know, so he's only had it for a month, but like this video just completely took off. He's probably making some good money off of it now, so that's a pretty cool channel that I found. Alright, so let's kind of switch gears here. A couple other things I had to talk about. Alright, let's go to this. Alright, so. Okay, well, that's a big one. Yeah, Kevin, kind of. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, reviewing game trailers. Picking apart stuff that's in the game trailer, basically. Would YouTube approve channels such as free money giveaways or money's given away to the first commenter? And or do you think that idea is against terms? Yeah, that's a good question, because a lot of people do that, and I don't think it's an issue. I mean, so I don't think that it's an issue to do that. Like even the channel I just showed you that does the Mandela effects, he gives away an Amazon card, like $25 each time, or like he just picks a random comment and he gives them $25 Amazon card, which might be why you asked that. But yeah, he does that. He's had no issues with that. A lot of people do that, so I don't think it's an issue to do that at all. And obviously that helps engagement, right? He has so many comments on his videos, some just because they're interested in what he's saying, but if you also have an incentive of he might pick your comment and give you $25 Amazon gift card, then you're more likely to respond. And I don't think that's against YouTube's terms in any way, so that's something that you should definitely be able to do. I don't know if you guys noticed, so on YouTube Studio Beta, they added something new called Overview, which is really cool. So how did my channel do last week? And it gives you some new insight. Like your channel got 8,000 more views, which is, you know, more than the typical that you normally get. And then it kind of just gives you some breakdown from the week. How it happened, you got more recommendations. More people showed interest in your videos, and so more people were clicking on it when it was recommended. And the reason why is because my last few videos have been different than my normal ones, right? Because I've been doing make money on YouTube without making videos all the time, right? But now in the last few videos, I said how to make money on YouTube without making videos, without ads, without monetization. That obviously is a change that is kind of open on YouTube. Not people aren't really doing it right now. And so, you know, that's me making a change because I noticed that my content's getting stagnant. I noticed that so many people now are copying me, right? Making the same videos I make, right? So, you know, it's time to make a change. So now I'm starting to post these, you know, no ads, right? With affiliate marketing and stuff like that. And as you can see, it's helped my channel really take off in the past week. And so that's kind of where that change is coming from, just by doing stuff a little different. And the same thing with the COPPA video, right? That was something completely different, and that's my biggest video in a long time. Because it's, you know, I changed away from the norm, right? And so then you can click, how's this week going so far, which is super cool. So this is all like a brand new page here, if it will load. So I like this little new page. They're doing a good job with new analytics and stuff. The more you study this stuff, the more you guys are going to be successful, by the way. There's a lot more coming to you, like better built-in editor and way better analytics. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, and so the other analytics, like, you couldn't really learn anything to get better, but like with these new analytics, like if you really dive in and study, you can really tell like what changes help, what changes don't. And so like I'm always studying this stuff. So like your hard work's paying off. Publishing more videos helped you get 271% more views. So it literally is telling you now, like, how many videos you posted this week or whatever, which is cool. It's something completely new. As you can see, a huge spike here. And so, yeah, just a bunch of cool new stuff. And one thing that I did that I wanted to point out is right before 2020 happened, I went back to all my videos and changed all the years from 2019 to 2020. And what that did was basically just like really ramp up my impressions, because now I'm like one of the first ones to rank for a 2020 term. So like make money on YouTube 2020 or whatever it is, right? Even though, you know, I even did some that where I actually made the video in 2018, but like it's still relevant to 2020. So then you change the title to 2020, because I noticed a lot of big YouTubers do the same thing. Like some of the big like you know, Facebook ads tutorial 2020, right? So I'll notice that it's like it's always ranked, but every year that it changes, they change the year on it. And just change the title. So I did that to all my videos, and like I noticed a huge spike in like reach and stuff. So if you look, so like this video I did that, so you can see. So I posted this video like a year and a half ago or something. And it's probably a video where a lot of you guys found me. This one has like 300,000 views on it. But anyway, so I changed the title only. And so you can see the huge spike right here is where I changed it, right here. And you can see like there was a huge spike after that, the very next day, because now more people are finding me. And it was the same thing with reach. Like the impressions like really shot up because people are now typing in 2020 after their term. And so if you do that for every single video, which is what I did, except it's kind of lagging right now, so I can't really show you. But anyway, my impressions after doing that shot up on every video individually and my channel as a whole, just by changing all my words to 2020 from 2019 or 2018. There we go. So impressions, you can see how it's shot up. The exact time when I changed that right here. That doesn't make it as obvious, but yeah, because this was where that video came out. But if you go here, you can see what that did to my channel as a whole. So here's where I was, and then this is where I made the change. And you can see how the impressions just completely shot up. And that's literally just from changing all my words to 2020. Because I noticed the very next day that it changed. So do that with your channels if you haven't done that yet. But yeah, so I did that right before 2020 hit, and so, you know, people were just beginning to start typing in 2020. And so then, you know, videos that literally people haven't found in, you know, months are now all of a sudden being shown to them again. So that's a cool thing that I noticed there. And then I had somebody ask me how to cut out pictures and how I do it. So I'm going to show you guys that real quick. Something a little different I haven't shown you guys before. Alright, so let me pull this up. So this right here is GIMP. It's called GIMP 2 or something. So you can just Google it and download it really quickly. It's free, so no problem there. You can make like, it's basically like a free version of Photoshop, basically. So for instance, if I pull up a picture of me, no, wrong one. So this one is the one I did today. Alright, so all you do is pull in a picture, any picture, and as you guys know, like everybody that, you know, gets a lot of clicks does this kind of stuff, right? Even if it's like a video game picture, people will sometimes like take a background of a picture that looks really good and then take a character from the game, cut that out and put that into the background of the game to make it like really look better, basically. And so then you can just hold control and do this or whatever, and then all you have to do, it's really easy to do, and it's completely free to do, and it doesn't take very long, but I have to look up the steps because I forget. Alright, so you hit layer. Someone asked me to do this, so I'm doing this real quick. Layer and then transparency, and then you hit add alpha channel. Can you not see the screen? Okay, hold on. Alright, is it fixed? Let me know if it's fixed. Should be fixed now, I hope. Okay, thank you. All right, so basically all I did was click File and then Open, and then I opened the picture. Okay, and so then all you do is you click Layer, and then Transparency, and then Add Alpha Channel. And I'll write these in steps for the person that asked in the description of this video when I'm done. And then all you do is click Tools, and then Selection, Free Select, and then you just start clicking around the picture. And then you can hold Control and then move your mouse in to zoom in. And then basically just click all the way around and be careful not to mess it up, basically. And then you click all the way around or whatever. And then when you're done, then you connect the two dots together. You double click inside the picture. Then you click Select, Invert, and then you click Edit, and then Clear. And as you can see, it looks beautiful, doesn't it? So that's all you have to do. And then you file, and then you export as, and then you export as a PNG. So basically, my file name doesn't show up right now, but basically you pull when you rename the file, to something .png, and the PNG is what makes sure it stays with the no background. And that's all you have to do. So I'll write those steps in the description for the person that asked me to do that. But it's called GIMP, so I'll type it in. And it's basically a free version of like Photoshop. And so sometimes I use that to make thumbnails. I usually just use Canva because it's easy, but for making thumbnails. But like a couple of thumbnails I made, I did with GIMP. And it looks really good. And you can also edit pictures in there and stuff too, so you can edit your pictures and thumbnails and stuff and change the color and the brightness and saturation and do blurring things. You could highlight the outside of me if you wanted to in GIMP as well. And so you can actually just go into YouTube and type in like GIMP tutorial for whatever it is you want to do with it, and get a nice tutorial on basically everything dealing with GIMP. I even use it to like paint cars and iRacing too. Just like use the paints for the iRacing and stuff. So it's really a versatile program that's completely free to use. So really cool there. That's how I cut out all my pictures and stuff like that. And you can place on any background you want. Like one time I made a picture that looked like I was hanging out with Steph Curry, and I did another one that looked like I was hanging out with Alex Jones. You guys probably saw those. So a lot of things you can do with that. No, you can't do the cutout on Canva. So I do the cutout on GIMP, and then you take the cutout and put it on Canva. So that's how I put it into my thumbnail. So I cut it out on GIMP, save it, then I go into Canva, and then pull that cutout that I did into Canva to make my thumbnail. No, there's no spam at all. Like they don't try to upsell you on anything. There's no ads in it. They don't ask you to do it. It's crazy. Yeah, they don't do any of that stuff at all. So super cool program. Basically, it does everything Photoshop does. So definitely take a look at that if you haven't. Yeah. Well, yeah, I do have the premium. I guess I haven't thought of that. Let me check that actually since we're here. Good. Can I throw my picture in there and cut out I know you can cut out the background. Well, yeah, so I think you actually can do that. Let me try that. How dangerous would it be to make videos about insects or wildlife and set the channel to... That's not dangerous. There's nothing... It's not targeting kids. Like, so this is kind of like going back to the COPPA video I made. Like, literally, you're not teaching ABCs. You're not making cartoons. Adults like insects, adult likes animals. Like, for instance, my Buy 9 to 5 channel, I would not mark it as for kids, because I'm not targeting kids. Like, it's kid-friendly, but it's not targeting kids. So I'm not going to get in trouble for putting not kids on my Buy 9 to 5 channel because, obviously, it's not made for kids. So, again, I say that so many times. It's not targeting kids, so it's got to be targeting kids, like ABCs, like, stuff like that. How do you add a call to action in text? I think didn't I already talk about that? How do I add a call to action in text in the video to increase conversion? So I already talked about that. You bring up the 4K motion blur or whatever, type in text telling them to go to the affiliate link down below. I already talked about that earlier. But yeah, you just, type in words or whatever that make people want to go click, and then go down, click the link. But you can't add a clickable call to action though. So if that's what you're asking, but other than that, yeah, you just type in words that make people want to go click the link. Say link down below, and then they can go down and click it. But you want to type in words that make people actually interested in going to actually see what that link is about. So hopefully that helps. All right, I was gonna do that real quick. Let me do this real quick. So if I take that picture and I try to cut it out, so if I do that and I click download and I put, because this is a pro option like you said, click transparent background. Wait, why isn't it letting me download it now? That's weird. I guess I can't test it right now. Okay, there we go. Alright, PNG transparent. Let's see what it does. Because it's not going to cut out the picture. That's the problem. For whoever said that that version would let you do cutting out, that won't cut out the actual picture. So, because I have Canva Pro too, but yeah. So basically, it's just gonna do this. It's not gonna cut me out of the background like GIMP will. What I was showing you. What that will do is if there's so these black bars will go away. So that's what it will do. It doesn't know that I'm in this. It's not gonna cut me out of it by using Canva. So yeah. But it'll cut out those black on the outside. Like that, see? Cut out the black, but it's not going to cut you out of a picture on Canva's Pro version. So that's what the GIMP thing's for. You had me thinking for a second. I was like, will it actually do that? But I wish, because that'd be easier, but I hate having to draw around myself all the time, but all right. Can you talk about 40? I can't because I'm not really in the know. You know what I mean? I don't, work for anybody that makes those decisions. I wish I could. That's something you'll have to look up on your own or whatever. I'm no legal expert or anything like that. And I definitely don't work for the people who decide if you get a $40,000 fine, but I highly doubt by putting an animal video as not kids, you're going to, because it's not kids targeted. You know what I mean? Just because you don't cuss in a video doesn't make it kid friendly, or it doesn't make it targeted for kids. It doesn't mean kid friendly. It means targeting kids, okay? Yeah, Nerf toy gun's a little harder, which I know you have a channel on that. That one, I'm not the one to ask, unfortunately. I can't, so that's kind of one of those down the line toy things that may be in line for that. So insects and animals are not gonna be, but toy gun, might be, because it's a toy, right? A toy might be targeted towards kids. So that's something you'll have to ask somebody that's actually making those decisions, right? That's something I unfortunately can't answer for you. But yeah, airbrush, I don't know. Airbrush is art, right? So adults airbrush as much as kids do, I think, right? So the only one I would be concerned about is, and again, it's kind of a common sense thing, art is for everybody, animals are for everybody, toys are for kids normally. So that's where it might be targeted towards kids. So you'll have to, and I know there's adult collectors of toys and stuff, but that's where the line is drawn. That's kind of harder to answer. So yeah, reach out to somebody that makes those decisions. I really can't answer that one. What are your research methods at different stages of YouTube's channel? Most of the time should be spent on research. I research a lot. Basically, if I'm gonna do something on a niche, I type in every keyword I can think of for that niche. I see exactly what types of topics they're doing, exactly what kind of keywords they're doing, exactly what kind of thumbnails they're doing. I go to like almost every channel and I go in and I filter by oldest videos and I see which one blew up first. And I think about why it blew up and do all that. Then I search by their most popular video and again do the same exact thing. And I do that for multiple channels, because at the end of the day, if you're trying to emulate the success of a channel or a video, you need to study why this channel was successful as opposed to this other channel. So I do that a lot. Like, you guys know, because I post that stuff on YouTube almost every day. And that's just a couple of the examples that I thought would be good for a video. So no counting the thousands of channels I've done that with that I've never, shown on YouTube or talked to you guys about. So I'm always doing that. That's why I'm successful. So I never recommend not doing research. Like, you're not going to accidentally make it successfully on YouTube, right? You have to put in the work of researching tags, titles, keywords, thumbnails, topics, niches. Those things are always going to be really, really important forever. So yeah, get good at that stuff, and it's not that hard. It's basically just compiling data of, okay, this keyword continues to do well, this topic continues to do well, these types of thumbnails continue to do well, this guy blew up his channel because of this idea, this guy got his video to get so many more views than this video because of this reason, right? So that's what I always do. So yeah, always be doing that for sure. Any other last questions, guys? It's 7:57 already. My channel got set up. Jay, what's up, dude? My channel got set up with Super Chat where I can make money on donations. That's sweet, dude. I haven't done anything with Super Chat or anything like that, but I know you're pretty active with your viewers and stuff like that, so probably a good thing for you to do, dude. That's awesome. Let me know how that goes for you. Do you only use Canva for thumbnails? What other softwares do you use? Yeah, I just use Canva. That's how I make all my thumbnails. Every thumbnail you guys have seen is all from Canva. And every once in a while I tried on GIMP because you can do some cool things. Let me pull up one of the ones I did. I'll show you guys real quick. One of the ones I did on GIMP that's kind of better than Canva, but takes longer. Find it right now. This will take a second to find, but alright, Mike, I have a lot waiting for approval. I wish I'd even have to do that, but there's so many, like, you guys know, it's the internet, toxic people. I noticed, like, it's annoying that because it takes forever for me to have to do that, but I noticed that the community has gotten way better since I started doing that. So that's why I do that. Alright, this is the one. Right here. No. Wrong screen. This one right here, I did that one with Canva, or not Canva, with GIMP, because like the words, you can make them look all cool like that. So I watched like a whole tutorial for how to do the words like that, just to do that little part right there, because it's got like the cool like highlights on the outside of the words and stuff. Right there, this thumbnail. So that's like the only one that I did with GIMP. Other than that, I always use Canva. But yeah, because you can do like the cool words, like the ones video game people do and stuff like that, with the highlights on the outside, and you can like color the box, all like textured and stuff like that. So other than that, I always use Canva. All right, guys. So 8 o'clock. So I think we're about done here, unless you guys have any last questions or anything like that. Mike, I'll make sure to get your comment going. All right. Any other questions? I don't think very highly of David Glass. I've heard his course is really, really bad, and he overcharges like crazy. And basically, I don't even think he does the stuff that he... I think he just copied me, honestly. So that's what I think about David Glass. What's the average time for monetization? It's only taken like 3 or 4 days from what I've heard from students recently. So if you're taking longer than like a few weeks, then you might have an issue with getting monetized. But yeah, usually it's taken 3 or 4 days from what I've heard lately. Yeah, I don't even think David Glass tells you to edit or like anything. I think he just literally was selling a course. Like, I can't imagine how many chargebacks he gets on his course and stuff like that. I think he just copied me basically. But all right, guys, so that's about it for this one. Hopefully this helps you guys out and came up with some new topics. So yeah, I heard it's terrible. That's what I've heard from so many students, that they all got refunds and chargebacks and all that stuff, which is probably why he barely ever posts videos anymore, because he doesn't want to lose his accounts or whatever. I don't know. All right, guys. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Thanks, Jordan. Good tips and examples. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys all stopping by, and we'll see you in a couple weeks on January 27th, and that'll do it. All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for stopping by once again, and have a good night. So that's it for Make Money Molly. Hopefully you enjoyed Q&A number 3. Once again, if you have any questions that you would like me to address in the Q&A, leave a comment down below, and I'll make sure to get to it. So that's it for Make Money Molly. Get ready for Q&A number 4 coming up soon.